What's up, guys? Sub-Zeric here, back for another VOD review, and I got something. Look, I turned on Robinsongz stream VOD, and I saw this 2.7 AVP, and I will tell you guys, it gets better from here. This guy just put on a clinic in his stream. He just absolutely smurfed on everybody. So I wanted to VOD review how he did this, how he did so well in so many games. Robin, a player that there's a lot that has been said about Robinsongz here. First, actually, big decision in the game. I do like holding on to Seraphine pair here, especially with the tier here. It feels a little bit bad that we actually have 4 multi-strikers, but we can't really hold on to them. But I think it is pretty reasonable to hold on to Seraphine here. Potentially playing a mage opener. I talked about this already. Mage opener, so broken for the ability to actually play into mage reroll if you get the chance, or just to play a strong early opener. But yeah, I mean, Robin, I think most people sort of like pigeonhole him as like a very like flowchart TFT, a very like aggressively slam items and play for, you know, like top 4 type player. But I mean, he's done a lot recently to sort of like get out of that shell, try out different stuff, learn different play styles, that kind of stuff. First augment here, good for something in team building, just not great. So I imagine we're going to look at Band of Thieves. We also get a Mordekaiser here who's really good. That could be just a person to hold on to our Band of Thieves here. I really just want a last mage here. I really want a Soraka to be in my shop here. Okay, he's gonna stats check it for me myself. Thank you. All right, well, there's Band of Thieves. We do find Rumble here, who's a decent Vanguard, though I guess we don't really need to care that much about it. TG, yeah, gonna go into the Mordekaiser. Shojin gonna get made onto the Seraphine, and we're really leveling for not much here. I guess I would kind of prefer to have Rumble be our level up here, but I think his idea is that he doesn't want to sell off the Zoe pair, because Zoe could actually end up getting played onto this board potentially. Like if we find a random Zoe too, maybe there's a world where we play it. This fight looking pretty close here, but he is going to end up going down. Also, he's in game with notable TFT person who does TFT content, and also memer, and also person who is like kind of in he's in our study group, I would say. Hey, what are we looking at here, Robin? Stop scrolling up to all this stuff. Doruwaza. So yeah, it'll be fun seeing how Doruwaza does in this game. This guy, I mean, honestly, I'll do a little Doruwaza glaze. Like this guy, if you look at how high elo he is with how few games he has played, like I think of myself as a very consistent climber, as somebody who doesn't have to play that many games and can climb pretty quickly. But like Doruwaza, this guy had me beat this set and has me beat a lot of sets in just how efficiently he can climb. So, you know, hats off to that guy. He is a good TFT player. I usually think it's a mark of a good TFT player when they like don't have to grind out a million games to hit high elo, or, you know, high elo. Oh, high elo doesn't start until 1300 LP. If you're not full-time playing TFT 16 hours a day, then you are literally not a human. Okay. Caretakers, I guess it's Caretakers Trist probably, though they have a Morello slammed, which is a little bit awkward, so that's kind of weird. I do like this pre-level here. I don't think we're actually holding on to a lot of these units. I think a lot of these holds are fake. Also, my nose is itchy. I'm not picking my nose. I'm scratching the underside of my nose. I'm just letting you guys know that, because I'm sure there are some people out there who might say that's unsightly, but it's not. I mean, a little bit, but I explained it. Rod here would be good. Can't get that, so a Steadfast seems reasonable, or even just not a slam at all here. I'm actually curious, what is this guy playing on? Like one monitor, man? What is he doing? There's a Jinx, which, I mean, I guess that's Sugarcraft. We really want to get Fairy in here, ideally. And yeah, I guess we have another Sugarcraft in Bard, which is actually a slightly better unit to play, so I'm down for this. Wukong, a fantastic unit, but not really one that we can play around this game. Does he? Yeah, we're going to make the Steadfast here. I mean, I think it's pretty reasonable. Glove, when you're playing around AP comps like this, is not really that valuable. Steadfast is a good way to kill it. Also, can Seraphine do this? I mean, there's so many units alive, but I mean, this is a Fairy diff, right? I'm pretty sure if we had Fairy in here, we would have won this fight. It actually feels bad because we could have actually force-streaked this game. There's a Vagar if we want to entertain the possibility of actually playing around vertical mages this game. I think it's very plausible from this spot here. Can't make gold even by playing 4 mages, but maybe our board becomes a little bit stronger playing this. Maybe. Vagar's kind of sus early, but not so bad. But still, 4 mage here already. We're just waiting to pick up that Vex here, and then this can be our board. Mordekaiser's a fantastic +1. If you guys ever get the opportunity to play mage +1 on Mordekaiser, I have a game on that. Maybe I should have VOD reviewed it actually, but too late now. But yeah, a mage Mordekaiser game, and it was not real. Like this Mordekaiser is insane with mage stat. But yeah, okay, a decent start for Robin. Sad that we couldn't keep our 4 streak here, but still pretty good. We also have the double Vagars here. We have good items. This rod actually is really, really good. We have, ooh, bar 2. That's so expensive, I probably wouldn't make it, but we'll see. Wow, 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 what a call from Robin here to actually just sell everything here and make 50 gold here. Means he does not want to play Vagar. I'm actually pretty surprised because I think Vagar should be quite good from his spot, but maybe his idea is that it's like contested or something in the lobby, because I actually would be pretty happy to play Vagar from here, but I don't think someone else called it. Maybe he just doesn't like the comp and he'd prefer to push levels. Obviously, Morello onto Seraphine is fantastic. This Seraphine build, especially with Fairy in now, she can actually just stomp boards. The only reason we lost this fight is we're fighting level 6 Giga upgraded board. We don't really need that many more items. A replication into something like a rod would be good, I guess. I kind of like Epoch here. You already want to push levels. It's Econ. Oh, Magic Wand is so good as well. I might take Magic Wand for my 3rd item here. Epoch's pretty good as well. He's going to stats check it here with the idea of playing Karma Gwen. Epoch 4.5, Magic Wand. Wow, 4.7 surprises me. I think you could filter those stats down a bit more, because I don't believe that Magic Wand is actually that bad, but hey. And yeah, I mean, you can see he's already considering this idea of playing, well, not considering, I would say, almost in his mind committed to this idea of playing Karma Gwen. Maybe even a bit too committed, with the possibility that we just threw away a very good spot to play Vagar from because we want to play Karma Gwen. But hey, I mean, you can't argue with the results. He's 1500 LP, averaging under a 3. Yeah, you absolutely cannot argue with those results. Hui pair here is interesting. Though he's kind of, I mean, we have the blaster, right? If you hit a Hui 2, you can play around it. I mean, Seraphine's so good that like you would absolutely need a Hui 2 to want to pivot off of it. But yeah, he's going to put in the board into planner here. This is a pretty standard Karma Gwen type board, and yeah, this is what you can play for. Okay, so maybe this guy called mages and this was the idea. I didn't see anything called in chat, but also I don't even know where his chat is. So maybe this is the idea that this guy called mages. Their spot, and honestly, I think our spot was better for Vagar than their spot was, but you know, who's to say? I don't actually know how good the statistics are on Zanya's Vagar. I should look at that, but not right now because I want to blitz through this VOD review. Because I'm sitting on a beach right now. But like I did all of this work to VOD review this game ahead of time for you guys, so you guys have a VOD. I have videos coming out over the next couple of days for you guys as well. Like come on, that at least deserves for you guys to smash this like button. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. Olaf plus Hui here. Yeah, do we just pivot our items? And yeah, just completely pivot our board here. I like this. We also did pick up a Gwen on Carousel here. We're buying assembly, right? For sure. We do need to pick up all these units though, but we can sell a lot of stuff. We just missed a little bit of gold here actually, because we took a little while on the decision, which feels bad, but not the end of the world. But yeah, picking up the Gwen is obviously huge. This Gwen unit I think is insanely under appreciated. I will say I've heard tale, you guys probably know this because you guys are in the future. So can you guys go into the past and tell me, is Gwen actually getting buffed next patch? I have heard rumblings that Gwen is going to get buffed this next patch that's coming out. I think if I recorded all these videos correctly in order, it's coming out tomorrow on Wednesday. If that's the case, that is really scary because this Gwen unit is already insane on this current patch. And hopefully we'll get to talk about Gwen this game and see if he ends up in the board that he wants to this game. Because Gwen, I think, is an absolute monster. She's a very kind of interesting unit to itemize and position, and that's probably going to change next patch a little bit because they're sort of like changing how her targeting works. So I can't talk. I mean, well, we can talk about it in this VOD for sure, and then we'll see if it changes. It probably won't change an insane amount. We found a lot of items that are probably going to go on Fiora here. Okay. Maybe GS, i.e. there's a Nami. You don't really care to play for that. It looks like we're just going to wait one more round. It could be LWDV as well. I kind of don't love... Ugh. I mean, like, GS is solid, right? The idea is that you can make GS, throw that onto Karma. Maybe, I kind of like this, GS and wait. You go GS, throw that onto our Karma so that we have a third Karma item, and then this glove and sword can wait and become better stuff. It could be like Hodge, Edge of Night, Hodge, GS, Hodge, DB, whatever. But yeah, I kind of like this a lot. All right, leveling next round and rolling for our entire board here. We basically have it planned already. Keepers is not bad in this comp. Ooh, Capricious? Kind of like Capricious and throw that onto Gwen. Yep, I love Capricious. This is just one of my favorite augments. Karma, wow, Karma Fiora is galore. We might be uncontested in this comp. Also, smart of him to hold on to the Mordekaiser too. The Morgana is also a huge in on this board. We might have to end up getting out of this Mordekaiser. Ooh, I don't completely hate not taking the Olaf. I kind of hate it a little bit though. I think Robin's idea is that we've hit so hard on the rest of the board that like our board's going to be fine, like especially with the stabilization of Mordekaiser too. But we probably could have just played the Olaf version of the board. I guess the other idea is we don't actually have all of these items yet for Olaf here. So yeah, gonna sell the Nikos at this point because we've already picked up the replacements for Nico here. Fiora 2 is huge. We get the Zillion in, and yeah, now we're gonna move actually TG over to Fiora. Oh, interesting. I don't think I would have done that. It's certainly strongest board for now. The kind of awkward thing now is where do these AD items go? And yeah, he makes the call to reforge sword here. Interesting. So now we're just looking for items for our Nasus here. Yeah, I mean, perhaps it's too greedy to wait for Fiora items off Carousel. Just have a Fiora 2 sitting here with no items. That might be too greedy. I mean, we certainly would have lost this fight against Toronto Tokyo if we had gone for that. So smart play by Robinsongz here. We have another belt on Carousel. There's Redemption as well, I guess, if you want it. He's looking at this bow for some reason. Okay, he just takes glove here. I mean, I like glove a lot in this comp. There's so many units that you can itemize with TG. We can throw this onto Morg. We can throw this onto Briar here. I'm curious actually who he wants to itemize with the TG here. The Count here, I don't know. I mean, it's like not bad, and it's a charm. I think it's fine. Because rolling for another charm is pretty hard here. And there's a lot of 5 costs that you can play. Okay, yeah, I think I like Morgana better. Because I think Morgana's a bit more item dependent than Briar. But yeah, looks like we're going to skip this charm with the idea that it's Morgana, it's Briar, it's Karma 2, and it's Gwen. Those are the hits. There are a lot of misses, though. And so I think Robin says, you know what, 2 gold, that's a bit too expensive for my blood here. Also, it looked like Dorowaza was golden questing, but he was very low there. That's a scary spot for Dorowaza, but hey, he hits an RE2. That's probably pretty good. Unless there was a different player with Golden Quest, I don't know. This player has a Xerath too, though, so hey, not bad. Interesting that we opt to start rolling here. Huh, that's kind of an interesting call there. I mean, I think Robin started looking at the lobby and he got a little bit afraid. He was like, I actually kind of need to spike my board here. And makes the call, rolls down, picks up an upgrade, and he has Gwen paired now. So this feels pretty good. And hey, this is a comp where we're 38 HP. We're not that healthy. And we're not that rich either. But this is a board where if you hit your 5 costs, if you hit your 2 stars, we're just, barely off of Gwen at this point. You can absolutely win out. Like you can destroy people. It's item reliant and it's hitting the units reliant. But yeah, I'm really hyped to see what this board can do. It's probably okay. He's gonna go for Redemption over Warmugs, actually. Interesting. And we're just rolling down here, trying to pick up a good charm. Bramble Vest looks pretty reasonable. And then we also really need to find Gwen 2. Boom, Gwen 2 is huge. Okay, he's gonna frontline Gwen. Okay, I actually kind of want to talk about Gwen positioning. Statistically, this Hex for Gwen actually looks pretty good. Like here and even like just straight up in the middle. The idea is that oftentimes you're going to force Gwen to hop back and then like stay on the back line. The other way of positioning Gwen is you can put her like on the left or right side with the idea that she can get onto backline. But it's just very risky, right? She can just straight up kill herself. And my bench is not bad. Yeah, I think this is fine. Throwing in Emilio, throwing in an extra Fiora, I don't hate it. And we can pick up, I mean, these other guys are quite garbage, but not bad. But yeah, okay. I'm afraid of that Wukong player. It's good that we stabilize on 38 HP instead of much lower, because that Wukong board is going to be hard for us to beat. This Manazane Fishbones Gwen is kind of hilarious, though. All right, now we have to pick up an extra unit. Varus, I guess. So maybe I would have thrown a Twitch in, honestly, over Varus. I don't know. I guess Varus has a little bit more HP. And at the end of the day, they're just a meat shield, right? So I guess so. We win this fight, and you can see how stable the board is after hitting all of this stuff. I guess you could take Tinker here. I don't really want to roll for another charm here. We're also holding the Melio on bench, of course, because this can be a level up. He's a very, very good unit, just in general in the late game. We actually have TGs on so many units that, like, I mean, throwing an item onto Briar is not bad, but yeah, it's kind of funny. But yeah, like Rakan, Melio tends to be a way to cap out this board, but then, you'd have to get out like Nasus or something. So, I mean, this looks good for now. Also, oof, sadly, I think we just killed the Dorowaza there. Robinsongz, how could you? Okay, item-wise here, we're looking at potentially Briar items. We have Morello already. Yeah, I mean, it's just like a random... I mean, there's a Briar pair here with a Steadfast, which is like not even the worst item to throw onto her. We could also okay, all right. Robinsongz is a beast. Okay, I mean, that's Briar too. That's fantastic. I wonder... Yeah, I'm kind of down to do this. Yeah, I love this. Reforge off the belt, then you can move TG over. And also, yeah, we had an open slot onto Nasus. So I guess we're just going double steadfast items on Nasus. It's fine. Yeah, for some reason my brain blocked out having Nasus items. So this looks good. We're gonna beat down this player, and I mean, we might be the highest cap player in the lobby. Like I talked about, this board, if you can hit your units, I mean, we just coasted to level 9. I think we're strong enough that you could probably just take discount here, pick up a 3 cost and make 20 gold here, and just guarantee that we can get strong charms for later. Robin is going to play a little bit more, just, you know, play it close to his chest. Well, I didn't know Scrappy, yeah, Scrappy just gave an item to the fake Gwen. That's actually pretty interesting that I can give an item there. But hey, I mean, that's pretty good for us. It's one of the better units to itemize. We are fighting a pretty strong board here. Ooh. Can we? Oh, we just barely win this fight. So smart from Robin, actually. I mean, certainly if we had not rolled for Combat Charm there, we would have, I mean, this is why you scout in those positions and you decide if you need to roll for Charm, and he opted to roll for Charm there. Also, really, really smart for him to be feeding Briar here. We're playing for a win. We are playing to win this game, so why not feed Briar in these spots? I think it absolutely makes sense. Last item here. It's just a Fiora item, or I guess you could take a Melio item, but blue buff Melio is pretty bad. I mean, GS Fiora is not the best either. Spark? Oh, wait, isn't it Spark? We don't have MR Shred straight up built. Ooh, we get a dragon. That's very, very good. The problem is you'd be sparking Fiora, which is not amazing, but okay, he's just going to blue buff Melio. Blue buff, I mean, it does get him to a quicker first cast, which is not bad. He's just throwing items on our backliners here, which is kind of like nothing. And maybe he'll throw an item onto Fiora. I think it's random between Fiora and the other guys with no items. So yeah, not so bad, I guess. And yeah, I mean, we'll keep light snacking here. Obviously, a nice level 10 would be Rakan here, but I don't think we're going to play it. Ooh, we have this. I've seen this combination with Blacksmith Gloves before. You have the Edge of Night, or the Eternal Winter, and the Cutlass, and so you can just teleport her into backline, then they aggro onto her and get Eternal Wintered. It's actually like kind of hilarious here. And Gwen, a great unit to just kind of like dash around, waste a bunch of time, freeze up this Rise. It actually feels kind of bad because our Gwen did just straight up like kill herself here, which like... It's not, you know, our favorite, but hey, I mean, not terrible at the end of the day. All right. I mean, at this point, we have some free refreshes from our epoch here. I mean, yeah, the Yordleify charm looks pretty good. This board does not look bad. 8 portal and a lot of 2 stars. So our goal is just to outcap that board. This is Toronto Tokyo, I think. Yeah, our goal at this point is just to outcap. That's what we need to do here, and we'll see if we can. Big Briar ult here, also huge Briar items here. The Sterax and the Steadfast here. We got basically Lucky Loves. Yeah, we stomp. That's the clone of Toronto Tokyo, and he does actually go down here, so it's just us versus the last player here. I mean, Bo. Oh, Static Shiv. Oh, that's actually really, really nice. Yeah, good from him. And then we can do this, get the Rakan in, get 4 Preserver in, roll down. We even find Rakan too. We are looking for a Combat Charm. Okay, Scrappy's fine. And this is... Well, we're kind of at the mercy of whatever gets scrappied here, but those units are going to get prioritized for Melio items. But, I mean, the spot looks great. I think Robin's very confident. He's getting up and walking. Ooh, we got really, really AoE'd by this Diana plus this, the Nora plus the Rise here. Yeah. Oh, sit back down, Robin. Sit back down. Oh, my God. We got a Melio, too. Okay, this is our last fight. We need to make sure we don't get AoE'd. I think you need to move the Melio out of the center here. Yeah, that was... really not ideal the way Diana worked. And yeah, he's actually going to spread out his board a little bit more. Yep, I generally like this. Oh, this is pretty smart. He's going to move all of his units over to this left clump with the idea that he can force Diana away. Still, the Melio ends up getting ulted by Diana, which feels pretty bad here. But the rest of our team, I think they're clutching it out. Yeah, they do win it. And it is a dub for Robin. All right, so a little bit... premature celebration, but I mean, it's a dub is a dub, and a really, really cool game from Robin, showing off such a strong comp, the power of Gwen, Fiora, all these units. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out my Twitch, all my other links down below. Thanks for watching.